Go back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Someone could explain what her camera had captured. Late one night, while everyone in her home was asleep, a camera in her living room detected motion and automatically started recording. And when she reviewed the footage the next day, a cold chill covered her body. At 2 a.m., someone or something was caught moving in her living room. On the right side of the screen, a translucent figure walked past the dining room and out of view. And as it moved, a ghostly trail seemed to follow. According to this Reddit user, it was only her and her roommate inside the house at the time, and they were both asleep. So whatever this is that was walking through their home remains a mystery.
Before we go on with that was one of the best transparent figures I ever seen. It kind of looked like more of a like had a more of an outline of a human too at first, like the head and the face and stuff like that. I just was walking from left to right. But yeah, man, I understand why that gave her chills. I wonder if she had any more experiences with seeing transparent figures on camera or in real person. Probably not in person. But if she ever see that again on camera, and where was it at? But let's go ahead and get into number 3.
Home in a remote village in Italy. After a few weeks, he started hearing strange noises coming from the attic late at night. Dull thumps and slow creaks, almost like someone was moving around above him. At first he brushed it off as the house settling, but as the nights went on, the sounds grew louder and more intense. Eventually, when it started happening again one night, he decided to record it, hoping to capture proof of whatever was up there. Loud bangs echoed from above him, as if something was moving across the attic floor. He paused, listening closely, before finally working up the courage to take a look. But once inside, the unsettling noises didn't stop. They seemed to come from all around him. Then, in a terrifying moment, the chair in front of him suddenly moved on its own, jerking backward as if it had been forcefully pushed. And that was enough for Marco, immediately sending it back down the ladder. With the unexplained sounds and objects moving by themselves, it seems clear that Marco may be dealing with a poltergeist. Number 4. Reddit user Admirable Wealth 253 posted a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit of footage captured in a daycare located in New York. According to this user, several kids complained of seeing a mean man inside the playroom. These chilling words haunted the staff, as they had no idea who the kids were talking about. And on multiple occasions, when one of the cleaners would go to the basement, she would stumble across toys now eerily rearranged in a circle. This unsettling sight would often scare her to tears as she ran upstairs. Well, one day, with new security cameras rolling inside, a terrifying sequence of events was captured. back and forth. And as this movement suddenly stopped, a ball began rolling across the floor. Then, almost as if the entity that was causing this was moving around the room, the basket on the table was pushed to the floor. The employees were left horrified after watching this footage, and they began to wonder if this activity was caused by the mean man the kids were complaining about.
Okay, once again, I just said it before, kids can, it seems like kids can see into it. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if they be picturing our realm or if we're in the same realm, just on different frequencies. I have no idea, but I do know that kids usually can see ghosts and stuff like that too, and they all call him a mean man. And that the narrator brought up a good idea. Was it the ghost again, just trying to cause chaos? But and the ghosts usually do it whether the kids are there or not. So who knows? And they said they just put security cameras up in that room. I wonder how many more times they caught that. They caught anything up in that room moving. Because they say, as you can see like the I don't know what they call that thing for the kids. See the teeter tot, whatever that thing is. They go back and forth. Two kids will sit on the end, and then you kick up, and then one go higher, and then you go lower. You go that. I don't know what it's called, but. Back to the point. Then you see the ball roll. At first, I thought that ball was an orb. I thought that was, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was an orb floating around, but I guess it's a ball. Well, it was a ball. That's what the narrator said. Then you see papers fly off the shelf. Now it's weird because we just seen a ball rolling to the other room, starting to roll to the other room. Then you see whatever that item was off the table fall. Seemed like it got thrown down. So maybe it's two different ghosts in there. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the ghosts flip quick or something. I don't know. But that was interesting to see. Let's see what they got next.
One night, a Reddit user from Romania ventured out with a group of friends to explore an abandoned hospital. The building had been left untouched for years, slowly falling into decay. After finding a way inside, they made their way down into the tunnels beneath the hospital. As they recorded on a phone and explored deeper into the darkness, they eventually encountered something that sent them running.
Multilemni.
As they aim the camera down the dark corridor, a hair-raising figure can be seen standing on the left. It appeared to be dressed in all white, as its pale face slowly turned to look at them. The sight of this figure sent the group sprinting to get away. And I'm not surprised, as just the sight of it gave me goosebumps. So who?
That's a good clip, man. Some of these clips I have seen before. I want to say the last clip. I think I seen it in another video that I did before. That's how you know I'm reacting to a lot of these. And one of them I had to skip because I know I seen that one before. The first one I seen that one before. My mother run up the stairs. He stepped on like a toy or something. Toys aren't rolling or something like that. But anyway, back to the point, man. This was a good clip. I have never seen this one before, and at first I didn't even see what they saw. The replay helped me out, and at first the lady said it was it looked like it was a woman in a white gown or a white dress or something like that. But she blended in with the wall perfectly. I couldn't even see that she moved at first. Of course, if you was there IRL, you'd be able to see somebody move and you can tell that it's not the wall. But on video, it looked like she was the wall at first. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, right up out of there, there was no talking. So let's see what else they. It's probably gonna go to the next clip.
Those tunnels in complete darkness. Number 6. A user named Maximus Killer couldn't help but share a clip captured by his backyard security camera. Late one night, while lying in bed, he got a motion alert from the camera outside. Assuming it was probably just an animal, he checked it anyway, but what he saw instead sent a chill through his entire body.
Now this begs the question, man. Is this something wrong with the camera and the camera just not picking up the human, or is this another case of a human being a ghost and the human don't know? Cause it seems like but at the same time, I've never seen a ghost running ever. So I think this might be just be a human and the camera didn't pick it up. But let's just say it is a ghost. If this is a ghost, then this is the first time I've seen a ghost running instead of floating. No cap. And it is super transparent though. It's like you can see right through it, so that's gonna make people lean more. Like, yeah, look, you can't even see it. But I'm saying, man, I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. I know I just said, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Let's see what the narrator says.
A faint white silhouette suddenly darted across the yard. Its body was ghostly white, almost completely blending into the backyard fence, with only its white feet visible as they moved through the grass. The sight instantly filled the uploader with fear, as he realized that someone or something was just outside of his home. Even more unsettling, you can hear the faint sound of its footsteps against the cold grass. If this is truly a ghost, it's downright terrifying. But even if it's just a person, the idea of a stranger in your yard at night is still creepy as shit. Number 7. A Reddit user named Miguel works as a janitor in a security building in Arizona, and over time he's experienced several unsettling incidents while on the job. One day while cleaning the bathrooms, he heard multiple stall doors slam shut, even though he was completely alone. He's also described a constant feeling of a dark presence lingering nearby. More recently, while working late at night, a coworker was too scared to go to a certain floor by herself, so Miguel agreed to go with her. But when they reached the 7th floor, the sound of loud banging stopped them in their tracks. Realizing it was a door slamming shut, Miguel quickly pulled out his phone to record, and this is what he captured. He stood perfectly still, filming down the long hallway, when suddenly a dark shadow appeared. The figure stepped into view, but seemed to pause and turn back at the exact moment Miguel reacted. The sight of this shadowy, almost transparent form made him jump as it emerged from around the corner. Both he and his coworker were left shaken, especially knowing they were the only two people on that floor. Which raises the question, what exactly did he capture on camera?
You know what they should have did as well? After seeing the shadow, it looked like the shadow hit the corner and then went back. It's not a dark shadowy figure, of course, and it don't look like it's one of them transparent figures either. That looked like it was a shadow of somebody. Maybe it was somebody on that floor they didn't know of. But what they should have did is, I would have went down the hallway and looked. I ain't even gonna lie. I would have went down the hallway and looked. And then what I also would have did, if I didn't see nobody, I would have tried to react to that. I would try to react to see how far did that shadow come across. Cause I would have moved around the corner, but I would have been looking at the wall the whole time to see where's my shadow at once I go around this corner. Or is my shadow on the wall exactly before I hit this corner or what? Because then you'll be able to tell, okay, if this is a person, it'd be more clear to tell, like, okay, this was a person. This person would have had to come all the way over here so the shadow could cast on the wall. Or he would just have to stay right there so it could be somebody. But if you know that, but if you see yourself like standing in the main hallway, then your shadow's casting on that wall, then you know you're like, okay, it can't be nobody, it can't be no person because we just recorded this. And even though my shadow was casting on the wall, it's the same way and the same thing as we just caught the other shadow is. You can see me standing in the hallway, but you can't see the other person that was 100% ghost. So they should have did. I would have did my own little, you know what I'm saying? Got right to it.
A Reddit user named Elegant Writing 4149 recently posted a chilling video to the Ghost subreddit. While traveling through Italy, they encountered a private collector who introduced them to a doll named Demi, one he claimed was haunted. Intrigued and very skeptical, this user agreed to adopt the doll, but shortly after bringing Demi home, strange things began to happen. Unexplained footsteps echoed through the house, and tapping noises started coming from various windows. Still unsure, they set up a camera pointed directly at the doll, and what it captured sent a chill down their spine. After sitting completely still for some time, the doll suddenly jolted to the right, triggering the motion-sensitive ball placed between its feet. No one was home, and nothing on the shelf could have caused it. So how exactly did it move? After watching this footage, this Reddit user was left confused and understandably creeped the hell out. And you know what? That makes two of us. Number 9. A man that goes by Octopus Funeral Online claims that he lived in a haunted house for over 2 years. During his time there, he encountered some pretty chilling things, from saw blades flying off tables to unnerving shadows moving when confronted. According to him, the entire house was active. However, the worst activity always happened in the basement. One day while he was down there doing some laundry, he experienced something that scared him to his core.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really... That's freaky stuff right there, man. Yep, that's what you call it. Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go with the door now. Yeah, I don't like that. Ooh, that's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close, stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Oh crap, that's freaky.
As he filmed ahead, several items suddenly fell from the shelf, as if something had pushed them. Moments later, the door slowly began to swing shut, almost like it was being guided by an unseen hand, only to open again shortly after. According to the uploader, it's a heavy, solid oak door, one that even he struggles to move at times, making whatever caused it to open 10 times creepier. Number 10. A few years back, a woman named Elizabeth got a notification from her backyard security camera. She knew her husband was taking out the trash, so she didn't pay much attention to it. But something didn't feel right, and she decided to check the footage anyway, only to be left stunned by what she saw. In the background, a pale figure drifted across the yard. Its ghostly white body left behind a faint, eerie trail as it moved. Her husband had no idea something was right behind him. And lucky for him, this figure didn't seem interested in him at all. To this day, the couple has no explanation for what they captured. So if you have any thoughts on what it could be, please let me know. Number 11. A man named Ethan from Oklahoma says his brother was loading a Christmas tree into his car at their mom's house to bring back to his apartment. But while he was focused on trying to make everything fit, something unsettling was happening around him. As he stood bent over with his head inside the trunk, a strange figure can be seen moving in the background. This gray human-like shape moved from left to right through the trees before suddenly crouching out of view. Moments later, as Ethan's brother shut the car door, something unsettling seemed to reach out from beneath the car. 2 ghostly hands stretching toward his legs. He had no idea any of this was happening at the time. And it wasn't until his mom reviewed this footage later on that she made the chilling discovery.
That was a good clip too, though. I thought I didn't notice the ghost. It did look like it crouched. It looked like it crouched down, but I thought it crouched down like in the. It was like still in the back, by the woods, but it was closer than I thought. And then the hands are underneath the car. I showed didn't see that. Doing the first time it played through, but what I will say is, how did the mama catch that though? Like, what made her go and look at the cameras and go back to when her son was getting something out of his car? Like, what would make her do that? Like, did the son, like, say, fell off or something like that? And which made her do that? Or did she always just, like, want to check up and be secure around the house and make sure nobody bought the baby? But, I don't know. Let's get to 12 and see what they got for the last one.
He took to the ghost subreddit to share a terrifying experience he had. While working a late-night shift as a hospital security guard, he was making his rounds through the halls when he noticed a wheelchair sitting on the left side of a corridor. But later on, when he passed by that same hallway again, he realized the wheelchair had somehow moved to the other side. That's when he got the uneasy feeling that he should start recording.
See, I no.
As he kept his eyes on the wheelchair, it suddenly began to move, slowly rotating to face him. One of the large back wheels started turning first, guiding the chair in his direction, as if someone we can't see was sitting in it. This horrifying moment sent him running in fear, as he had no interest in sticking around and seeing what happened next.
With that being said, this is another good video. I'm out. Peace.